Hi, John Papa from National Jukebox. We're looking at the back of a 1015 jukebox, and I want to show you a specific problem that turns up on these machines on all 24-play Wurlitzers. It's actually a design flaw where Wurlitzer put a main shaft through the mechanism right here. On a 24-play mech, you have your main frame, main aluminum frame here, and then you've got your end plates. You have this, a rear and a front, and then through there is a main shaft right here. Now, on the back of these mechanisms, there's a lot of springs. You see all these springs attached to this whole area, and when the mechanism makes one full cycle, there's a lot of tension right in this area, and it rocks everything back and forth. And the design flaw was that they didn't put a bushing here. They just drilled a hole through the end plate, which is made of aluminum, and they put a 1/2-inch steel rod through it. The problem with that is that they rarely, if ever, got lubricated by the operators, and this area wears, the aluminum part of this frame wears, and what you end up with is an egg-shaped hole. And when that happens, and it always happens on all these 24-play mechs, when that happens, it's nearly impossible to make the adjustments on these mechanisms and have them work properly. So we're going to show you how we solve that problem. Okay, so we've got the mechanism partially torn apart. We've got the stack off, the mech board off, and the upper part of the mech is taken apart. And Steve has cleaned, degreased, and cleaned the lower part of the mech, and we're going to show you now. There's your worn bearing right there. That's what's causing all the problems. Okay, so here's our 24-play mechanism, partially disassembled. The end plate is now off, and this is the 1/2-inch shaft that goes through the end plate that wears that aluminum end plate. This is steel against aluminum, and that's why it wears. We've got our end plate mounted in our Bridgeport mill, and we're going to drill out an oversized hole so that we can put in a brass bushing. Now we've got the reamer that's going to ream the hole in the aluminum frame to accommodate the brass bushing. Okay, now we have a 1/2-inch ream bit set up to make an exact 1/2-inch hole in our bushing to accommodate the 1/2-inch shaft. Okay, here we have the mech all put back together again. This is the end plate, this is the shaft. And you'll see that there is absolutely no play there whatsoever. Now, this mech will run fine, it'll adjust out perfectly, and our problem is solved.